We'll be hearing more from Paul Ambrosoli trackside at Wentworth Park, and the countdown to the first race on the card. And that heavy rain that's come down at the Meadows has really soaked the track. We'll have more on that very soon as we go trackside to Mount Gambier.
There's the light, they're away. Red Common showing enough speed to hold them early. Falcone's in a gallop, taking Drinks Are On Me back through the field with it. Manwaramaker got around all of that, but Red Common, it was able to boot through and lead. Hal Thomas up outside at second. They were followed by our Papillon, who from 5, or effectively 4, I suppose, has been able to get in behind the leader. They were followed by Lagoon Lady. It's been able to get through into a beautiful spot from the second row in the 1-1 spot. 3 back on the inside came Mighty Good Fella. Here's Bruff now. He's off and around them with the favourite Manwaramaker. They were followed behind those then by Sunblessed Kid in the running line. Falcone's back on the inside. They were followed by In the Queue, and Drinks Are On Me is last of all. Well, the favourites are 1-2 out of the straight. It's Red Comet in front. Manwaramaker really likes to race up outside without cover. Our Papillon third in behind the speed. Hal Thomas has some cover now. It's in the 1-1 spot. Next on the inside came Mighty Good Fella. They're running along here. Then came Lagoon Lady. Sunblessed Kid from Falcone in the queue. And Drinks Are On Me last of all. 35 metres first to last as they run to the 1100 metre mark. And the front runner, it's Red Common. Manwaramaker up outside him second. Behind the leader is our Papillon third. Then came Hal Thomas. Lagoon Lady's had a nice run. Back near the inside came Mighty Good Fella. They were followed by Sunblessed Kid from Falcone. In the queue settles second last with a lap to run. And back on its inside is Drinks Are On Me last of all. They hear the siren now. And it's Red Common in front. Let out narrowly. Manwaramaker gets a bit closer now, the favourite. Our Papillon third in behind the speed from Hal Thomas. Now Lagoon Lady's got to get going soon. Back in behind them came Mighty Good Fella. Then Falcone in the queues taking off now. Then Sunblessed Kid and Drinks Are On Me. Down the back though, these front pair still matching motors. It's Red Common the inside. On the outside, Manwaramaker. They were followed by our Papillon. Out deeper, Lagoon Lady starting to run on. They were followed by Hal Thomas. Then came Mighty Good Fella. The others headed by In the Queue. It's Red Common on the inside. Manwaramaker though, he's probably the better horse. He's moving up on the outside strongly now. They were followed getting through by Mighty Good Fella. Manwaramaker's moving up on the outside of Red Common into the clear now, starting to finish on Mighty Good Fella. It's in front, Manwaramaker. Mighty Good Fella's out after it. Manwaramaker in front of Mighty Good Fella. They drive to the line. Oh, it's a photo. Manwaramaker, and on the outside, Mighty Good Fella. They're in a photo for third, Red Comet, and In the Queue, who made some good ground. They were followed behind those by Sunblessed Kid, Lagoon Lady. Behind those, our Papillon. Then came Hal Thomas in advance of it.
Oh, has Adam Bruff come in time with Mighty Good Fella down the outside, or will it be Darryl Douglas with Manwaramaker? So before we find out the result there, let's set the scene at Wentworth Park. Something a bit fishy going on.
And of course, one of the great people of the world, great people of Australia, and a great Australian is George DeCoste. DeCoste's seafoods at the Sydney fish markets are where the medal-winning seafood can be found, such as the seafood I have here this evening. Now, if you're celebrating Australia Day tomorrow with some friends, you've got the barbecue out, what about starting with some oysters? Okay, the bistro oysters are $7.90 a dozen, followed by these little beauties, the Balmain bugs. They're fantastic at around $18.99 a kilo, absolutely succulent. And I keep telling you about the snapper, because the snapper is one of the most popular and most serviceable seafood you could ever find. I mean, you can sort of wrap this in a bit of alfoil, throw a bit of butter and herbs in there, and sort of do it 10 or 15 minutes either side. I'm not too sure about that because I'm the worst cook in the world. But let's face it, you can only burn the alfoil along the way. But with this, honestly, with this snapper, a couple of these, you know, $15, $20 makes a great, inexpensive meal. So tomorrow, if you're considering seafood, pop down to DeCoste's. They're open at 7 in the morning, a little bit earlier if you want to float in there, and have a look at this great seafood. The oysters, the Balmain bugs, and the snapper. What more could you want for a better Australia Day seafood luncheon than that? Okay, DeCoste's tomorrow. Looking for the DeCoste seafood special tonight? Now that's going to be a problem. I've got to get rid of the seafood right here now. Why don't we just throw our super snapper over there? I know there's a special in here somewhere, something nautical along the way. Throw the snapper there, and here we go. And what is it? Nautical Bill at Wentworth Park tonight in one of the Derby heats. Okay, we'll see you at around race number 1.
The irrepressible Paul Ambrosoli. Talking of
Max Superfecta, 738,451, paying 11,920. Moving up at Newcastle for race 5. Here's Mark.
And Royal Pumpkin's done the same. This race to the post and won. 1,100 metres. Blue light is on. They're racing. Grand Safari galloped out. We had 3 gallopers almost just prior to the release point. Captain Feathersword's going quickly and will cross Elite Pocket past the judge and the bell. Third, Marbo Explorer, followed by Seffi Romar. Stubborn Stone tacking on Awak Eveready. Grand Safari. Royal Pumpkin refuses to pace, and it's got no chance of winning the race as they turn to the back. Captain Feathersword, 3 in front of Elite Pocket. Another 3 to Seffi Romar. They were followed by Stubborn Stone. 3 wide around Marbo Explorer. On the pegs, Awak Eveready and 2 to Grand Safari. Midway along the back at the 600 metre mark. The leader is Captain Feathersword, 2.5 on Elite Pocket. Third, Seffi Romar popping off the pegs as Stubborn Stone went to 4th, but is still 3 wide. A break of 3 to Marbo Explorer. Then Awak Eveready, 1.5 to Grand Safari, and tailed right off and failing to complete the trip will be Royal Pumpkin. On the side, it's Captain Feathersword in front, leading 2 lengths. Second, Seffi Romar. Third, Elite Pocket, followed by Stubborn Stone, and they've gapped the others, headed by Marbo Explorer. Up to the turn, Captain Feathersword. He straightened about 2.5 in front of Seffi Romar. Hard driven, then Stubborn Stone and Elite Pocket. Captain Feathersword nicely clear, 100 to go. The battle for seconds between Elite Pocket and Seffi Romar, but it's going to be Captain Feathersword for the Kumo Tyres Lightning Dash. He scored by 4. Seffi Romar second, Elite Pocket third, then Stubborn Stone, followed by Marbo Explorer, Awak Eveready, and then Grand Safari. Royal Pumpkin failed to finish. The overall time, quickest I've ever seen for a harness race, 1:18.6. Number 3, Captain Feathersword, Bill Dawson. Leads all of the way. And has been too good. Holding a comfortable margin for the entire event, 150 and $1. Second, number 1, Seffi Romar, 160. And $6.60 for the third horse, Elite Pocket. 3-1-2-8 is 4th, Stubborn Stone. 3-1-2-8 is 4th. 1:18.6.